Hello, my name is Isabel Stevenson and I'm with the Connecticut Centre for School Change. I want to thank you for making the investment to learn about and act on acceleration as a strategy for how to jumpstart the educational experience of students after being away from bricks and mortar school for several months. We know that there has been a lot of work and a lot of planning to reopen schools after the shutdown. Much of that work has been related to keeping students physically safe and taking care of their emotional health. And obviously, those are critically important. We can't afford to forget, however, that students' long-term well-being, including their ability to go to college and to find a job that matters to them, is contingent on their academic success. Our approach to the academic aspect of reopening requires deep thought, because students returning to school after this significant gap in regular schooling have equally significant needs. We were prompted to focus on acceleration in response to what we perceived as mixed signals in the field of education regarding the design of curriculum and instruction for the coming school year. While there has been a lot written about acceleration as a strategy to support students' academic achievement moving forward, there has also been advice and guidance that we find problematic, and we want to provide a counter to that. First and foremost, we want to turn away from deficit thinking. We know that many students have received little to no instruction over the past few months, and that others have had difficulty connecting for myriad reasons. Research from disasters at other times and in other places shows that it often takes students years to catch up from interrupted schooling. At the same time, we know that students cannot be successful unless they have access to grade level work. If we organize instruction around curriculum that is below standard for their grade level, and if we slow instruction in line with these lowered expectations for students, then we are creating a situation in which the learning gaps will only grow. Further, we know that typically marginalized and our most vulnerable students are more likely, even at the best of times, to spend more time on below grade level tasks. Further, we know that these students are more likely to have been disconnected during the COVID shutdown. Starting this school year where students left off last March is guaranteeing that equity gaps will increase. Rather than thinking in terms of remediation, we want the strategy to be acceleration. What do we mean by that? We mean organizing leadership, curriculum, instruction, materials, support, and assessment in service of student success with on-grade level expectations. This is the slide that we used in our reopening school workshop. We were trying to get across the idea that there are several possible trajectories that students can take. They can continue as if they had never been gone. They can lose a little that we then recover, or if we're not smart about this, we'll lose a lot. We've drawn very heavily from this Learning Acceleration Guide published by TNTP, and it has these 4 big themes that they follow through in their document. That grade level content is the academic priority, to address inequities head on, to support and assume the best of all your stakeholders, and to communicate clearly. We don't argue with any of that, and what we've done is try and take some of their broad categories and drill down a little bit. So our playbook, so to speak, for accelerating learning is to prioritize essential content at each grade level, to design academic tasks as deep learning experiences, to engage in real-time assessment as students work on task, also known as formative assessment, to scaffold learning and prerequisite skills, and this is a big one, to create the conditions for all this work to happen. We've drawn on this document from Achieve the Core, which details prioritizing instructional content, specifically in literacy and mathematics. From this book, Learning in the Fast Lane, which contains a chapter on scaffolding. And from this book, Assignments Matter, which talks about the design of student tasks so that they are worthwhile and so that they will give information to teachers about the knowledge and skills that students need and have yet to master. I just want to mention one other thing to reinforce our approach. In planning the return to school, there has been a great deal of emphasis on students' emotional health, and rightly so. but you can't divorce that from academics. Humans are highly motivated to feel competent, and they feel good about themselves when they view themselves as competent. Believing that you have the knowledge and skills to be successful is called perceived self-efficacy, and trying to build someone's confidence without also providing the knowledge and skills that are the foundation of that confidence is like building a castle made of sand. I really want to thank you for your time in watching this video, and if there's anything else that we can do for you, please let us know. Thank you.